All right, so if you've ever tried building something with a large language model, you know the deal. It's this world of incredible potential, but it also comes with some seriously frustrating engineering headaches. Today, we're going to dive into a tool that's built to tackle those challenges head on.
Oh man, you know that feeling, right? Building with LLMs feels like actual magic, until it just doesn't. Your first few prompts are perfect, the demo blows everyone away, and you feel like you've got a superpower. But then you try to turn that cool demo into a real product, and things start to get messy. That magic starts to fade, and, well, the real, hard engineering work kicks in. And this is why it gets so hard. You slam right into what people call the black box problem. All of a sudden, your costs are through the roof and you have no idea why. An error pops up, and trying to trace it back is a total nightmare. The quality of the answers is all over the place. And let's not even talk about trying to manage your prompts. Like, how do you version control them? How do you get your team to collaborate on them? It's just chaos. Okay, so that's the mess we're dealing with. Now, let's talk about the solution. We're going to look at a platform designed to bring some serious order to that chaos. It's called Langfuse.
So what exactly is Langfuse? Well, at its heart, it's a free, open-source engineering platform. Its whole job is to give you the tools you need to, trace what's going on, evaluate if the output is any good, and actually manage your prompts like a professional. It's all about getting you out of that let's just guess and see what happens mode.
Let's break down what makes it tick. First off, it's open source and free. You can just self-host it, no limits. It's also LLM-agnostic, which is huge. It doesn't care if you're using GPT-4, Claude, whatever. It'll track them all. Plus, it comes with ready-to-use SDKs for Python and JavaScript, and it's built from the ground up for teams to work together. All right, let's get into the first big feature, observability. This is all about cracking open that black box we mentioned and finally seeing what's inside. Here's a good way to think about it. Imagine your LLM app is like a race car. You wouldn't drive it without an instrument panel, right? Langfuse is basically that dashboard. It's the thing that tells you how fast you're going, how much fuel or money you're burning, and how well it's performing. Because really, the question every developer has is, what is actually happening on every single API call? Observability takes you from just wondering what went wrong to knowing exactly what happened, every single time. How does it do that? Well, the key mechanism here is called tracing. For every single LLM generation, Langfuse grabs all the critical data. I'm talking inputs, outputs, cost, how long it took, how many tokens it used, the whole 9 yards. You get complete visibility. And this is what it looks like in practice. You get this super clear, organized view for every call. You can see right away, okay, GPT-4 was faster here and used fewer tokens, but wow, O4 Mini was way, way cheaper for this specific job. This is the exact kind of data you need to make smart calls instead of just guessing. A single call is just one piece of the puzzle. It doesn't tell the whole story, right? Like, what about a whole back-and-forth chat with a user? That's where sessions come in. Langfuse groups all those individual traces together into a single session. And this lets you zoom out and see the big picture, the entire user journey. You can see how long someone was using your app, how many different calls were made in that time, and, this is the big one, the total cost of that entire conversation. Honestly, it's a total game changer for understanding how people are actually using your product. Okay, so once you can see everything that's going on, what's next? Well, you start making it better, of course. And that's the next piece of Langfuse, moving you from just watching to actively optimizing. I mean, this boils down to the million-dollar questions every LLM dev asks. Which model is actually better for what I'm doing, and which prompt works best? Without data, you're just throwing darts in the dark. But with a tool like this, you can finally answer those questions with real confidence. So what it does is it takes all that trace data we saw and rolls it up into a dashboard that gives you this awesome, high-level comparison. You can instantly see the trade-offs. Okay, I need speed, so I should probably stick with GPT-4. Or, you know what? Cost is my biggest concern, so O4 Mini is the way to go. The data just lays it all out for you. But hey, optimization isn't just about picking the right model. It's huge, but the prompt is just as important. And this is where Langfuse does something really cool. It takes your prompts out of like messy code comments and puts them into a real, honest-to-goodness management system. And this workflow is just so powerful. Your entire team, even the non-coders, can jump into the UI and work on prompts together. You can version them just like code, with commit messages explaining what you changed. Then in your app, you just call the version you want. And the best part, Langfuse automatically connects every single output back to the exact prompt version that made it. No more guessing. Which leads us perfectly into the final core feature here, collaboration. Because let's be real, building a great AI product is a team sport, and Langfuse gives you the tools to actually play it like a team. So how does a team really work together on quality? Well, Langfuse has a bunch of tools for this. You can add your own custom scores for things like accuracy or maybe tone. You can leave detailed comments and annotations. You can even set up proper review queues for human-in-the-loop feedback and build out datasets to run tests against.
And you can totally picture how this works in the real world, right? A product manager looks at a specific response and leaves a comment, saying, hey, this is accurate, but the tone is a little too stiff. Can we make it more conversational? The engineer sees that, knows exactly what to do, and goes and tweaks the prompt in the UI. It creates this amazing, tight feedback loop between everyone on the team.
Okay, let's pull this all together. What's the big takeaway here? What does using an engineering platform like Langfuse actually do for you? It's all about growing up your development process.
It's about taking that chaotic mess of experiments, the dozens of different prompts and scattered notebooks, and bringing it all together into one solid, reliable application that's ready for production.
And that's really the bottom line. That first hit of LLM magic is awesome, but it's not going to build a sustainable product. To do that, you have to stop treating this like an art project and start treating it like a real engineering discipline. That means you need observability, version control, testing, collaboration, all that good stuff. And platforms like Langfuse are built to give you exactly that structure.
So I'll just leave you with this one question. For your next AI project, are you just going to be guessing and hoping for the best? Or are you going to be engineering? Because that choice is what separates a cool demo from a truly successful product.